Good morning or good afternoon, whatever time you decide to look at this video. I am Sergeant First Class Corbett, and today we are going to have our very first class. Congratulations, cadets. This is Unit 1, Class 1, Lesson 1, an introduction of JROTC. This is where I try to answer all of your questions that you have about JROTC. Couple of things right off the bat that I know we'll be hitting today is there is no obligation to join the military if you sign up for ROTC. The next question is, well, how does ROTC help me in the military? Well, we give you some of the basics, how to march, how to drill, how to take charge and be a leader, not just in the military, but in your community. Okay. I want you guys to get out and get real jobs. I want you guys to be productive members of society, and I want y'all to get out there and have some fun while you're doing it. That is our purpose of ROTC. Our mission is to motivate young people to be better citizens, and that's what we're about. It's helping you guys become more involved in your community. And in this world we have right now, that is more important than ever. So let's go through today's presentation. Your essential question today is, how will JROTC help you become a better citizen? Take a couple of seconds now, following your notebook, kind of write down some notes on how you think we can do that. And then I'm going to answer these questions while you write. What do you already know about JROTC? You know we wear uniforms. This is one of those areas where I wish we could have two-way feedback right off the bat. So here's your first thing. I want you guys to write down in the comments what you already know about JROTC. One of the outcomes of Army JROTC program is to get young people to join the Army after they have completed high school. True or false? The answer is false. We are not here as recruiters. We do not want to push anybody into the military. That is an individual choice. Military is extremely tough to get into. Fewer than 5% of the people actually are qualified to get into the military. Out of those, less than 1% will stay in long enough to retire. Okay. I don't care anything about your military plans. Will I help you get in touch with a recruiter when the time comes? Yes. The recruiters are not allowed to actively recruit you until the second half of your junior year. They will come to class on occasions and they will present things like options for colleges and things that they offer and stuff like that. But they cannot actively try to recruit you until the second half of your junior year. That's very important. Some of these slides I will be going through quickly because they're just additional slides that aren't necessary for your class. Today's learning objectives, we're going to describe the origin of the Army JROTC program, talk about the activities we do as cadets, identify the program outcomes, explain the mission and benefits, state the Army JROTC Cadet Creed, describe the core curriculum, and we're going to go over these key words. And I'm going to do that real quick. A cadet, you are, from this point forward, you are a cadet. You are not a student. Being a cadet means that there is a little bit more expected of you, not only by us, but from the school administration as well. We expect you to act right. We expect you to look right. Okay? Those are just basics. There are challenges. We will challenge you from the first day you step into this class or you start taking this class. You are being evaluated. One of you guys, one of you LET1s will be a battalion commander your senior year. One of y'all will be our battalion command sergeant major. This is a cadet-led program. The cadets run this program. Colonel Baker and I are here as guides. Okay, we are the cadre. JROTC stands for Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. And our job is to motivate young people to be better citizens. We'll talk about the National Defense Act in a little bit. Opportunities. There are lots of opportunities given to you guys here in ROTC. We do an annual summer camp at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. You may attend that at any time between your right now and time you graduate. Okay, that is held at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. We stay in the same barracks that the troops do for training, and we do things like the obstacle course. There's a swimming pool day. There's a couple of courses we do. Everything, a lot of the stuff you see on TV, everything except the weapons training. We don't really do weapons firing there, but we do rappelling. You go off of Victory Tower, and you guys can Google that since you're sitting in front of your computer now. You will do things in ROTC that other students in the school wishes they could do. We also have a rifle team. They shoot air rifles. Nobody else in the school can do that. We have been nationally ranked. We have a drill team that spins rifles and marches and fancy marching and color guards and all this sort of thing. Nobody else can say they do that. This year, we are also going to be starting an archery team. There's no other archery team in this school or in this county. North Brunswick and West Brunswick may be starting one up here soon. More to follow on that. When they give us permission to start practices, all practices will start. As of right now, we are on hold for everything, and you guys know why, so I don't have to beat that down. All right, here's your first assignment. In the comments below, I want you to give me your name. Tell me something you know about ROTC and one way you think you'll hope to benefit from this program. This will be our icebreaker. When we all get together finally in a classroom, I'll be able to start putting faces and names together. And we'll all get together and we'll introduce ourselves and stuff like that. What do we need to know? What do we think about what you'll do in ROTC? Okay. What else do you need to learn or know? We have a lot of things. We bring the climbing wall, the rock climbing wall in once or twice a year. We bring an inflatable obstacle course. These are open to ROTC cadets. Anybody can come and do them. Welcome to ROTC. You are headed for success. You are now part of a team. You'll learn things that will give you advantages in school and the real world. One thing I like to tell all my cadets is ROTC is a great big family. A lot of these other classes you will have for one semester, and then you may never see the teacher again. ROTC, if you decide to put your all into it, you will have Colonel Baker or myself for 4 years. This is entirely doable. We are a team. We are a family. We take care of ourselves. A lot of our ROTC cadets take care of each other. If you have a problem, say, catching a ride from practice in the afternoons, talk to other cadets. Somebody probably lives near you and doesn't mind dropping you off. If you want to do an event, when we start doing community service events, talk to your other cadets and see if you can find a ride if you have transportation issues. All right. There is no reason why anybody should be left out of anything that they want to do in ROTC. All you have to do is talk to other people. Advantages to school in the real world. I'll give you some real life examples here. Getting a summer job or getting a job. I have recently had one cadet that went to apply at a store on Oak Island. And as soon as she got to the point, they said, "What do you do at school?" She says, "I'm in JRTC." They said, "We don't need any further interviews. You're now hired." This happens a lot. A lot of times people will contact me and say, "Hey, look, do you have any cadets looking for a job? If you are looking for a job, you let me know." And I'll say, "Hey, look, I've got this one person that's just really great fit for your job," and they will hire you. It happens a lot. JROTC is in all branches of the service: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, and Coast Guards. Over 3,000 schools. Army JROTC is in 1,700 schools, excuse me, worldwide, and there are more than 300,000 Army JROTC cadets. Our brigade, which is 4th Brigade, is based at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. We have 300 schools in our brigade of just Army JROTC alone. All 3 schools in Brunswick County have Army JROTC programs. More than schoolwork, here's some of our teams. The JROTC Leadership and Academic Bowl, JLAB, that is for the values of leadership and citizenship. It's basically like a quiz bowl. It's a team where they ask you like trivia questions about military service. We do not have Raider Challenge here at this school. We will be getting some more STEM stuff coming up. STEM is also partially included in your JCLC, which is our summer camp. We do have air rifle competitions, JCLC in the bottom, and we have drill competitions. And like I said, we will be having archery competitions this coming year. All right, how ROTC started. ROTC started from the National Defense Act of 1916. What else happened around 1916? Sure, the end of World War I. What happened was the United States said, we need to train people how to be leaders. We need military leaders. We need people who know how to talk to people, how to lead people, how to guide people. And they decided the best way to do it was to get ROTC in schools. All right. ROTC was started in 1916 in Norwich University in Norwich, Vermont. We have been fortunate. We have had 1 cadet graduate from there in the last couple of years, and we have another one that will be graduating from there in the next 2 years. Both of them with commissions, one in the Marine Corps, one in the Army. That means they will be lieutenants, they will be officers. So National Defense Act was passed in 1916, and they said, let's give some federal military equipment to schools to teach them. 1964, it came around again, the Revitalization Act, and said, let's open it up to all the other branches, not just the Army. In 1973, they started allowing female cadets, and now we're at over 1,709 units just in the Army itself. JROTC program outcomes. The program outcomes of ROTC are: we expect you to act with integrity and personal accountability as you lead others to succeed in a diverse and global workforce. We want you to be responsible. What is personal accountability? Personal accountability is being responsible for yourself. I tell you guys, when we start doing uniforms, one of the reasons I hear a lot for missing uniform day and not wearing the uniform on Wednesdays is a lot of people tell me my mom didn't wash my uniform. Personal accountability is what I will do when I will turn around to you and say, why is your mom washing your uniform? You need to be responsible for your own uniform, making sure it's set up right. Okay? I want you guys to be responsible for you. You're not going to be able to rely on parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles your entire life. This is where it starts. We want you to be responsible for your own actions and for your own equipment. Engage in civic and social concerns in the community, government, and society. We will do a lot of classroom discussion. Okay. Graduate prepared to succeed in post-secondary options and career pathways. We want you guys ready to go to work, go to college, whatever choice you decide to make in life when you graduate from high school. We don't want you guys just out there hanging out, not doing anything. We want you to make decisions that promote positive social, emotional, and physical health. We want everything to be positive. By that, social, emotional, and physical health, make good decisions in life. We will talk a lot about good decisions. There is no bullying. There is a zero tolerance policy for bullying in Brunswick County schools to begin with. That includes cyberbullying. They can't really do anything online unless it happens here at the school, unfortunately. But I will tell you that I should never hear of an instance where a cadet is bullying someone else. If it happens, whether cyber or physical bullying, you guys need to bring that to Colonel Baker and myself. We need to know about that so we can nip that in the bud. Sometimes a person doesn't realize they're bullying. Sometimes they do. So the first step is education. We want to value the role of military and other service organizations. There will be a class later on what each branch of the service does to contribute to the overall defense of the nation. Your Army JROTC mission is to motivate young people to be better citizens. Memorize this. It is on every single quiz and test that you will take. It is super important. Opportunities. Excuse me. JROTC will teach self-discipline, confidence, and pride in a job well done, and offers you challenges and opportunities to sharpen your communication skills. Let's talk about that. Every morning when we come to class, we do the Cadet Creed. Okay? The Cadet Creed, we will go over. Here is your first step. In order to get your first promotion, you must memorize the Cadet Creed. We'll go over it in here. And if you go to your resources and your references in your cadet portal, you will find the Cadet Creed in one of the first pages in your textbook. Memorize it. Come up to Sergeant Corbett, come up to me only, and say, Sergeant Corbett, I've memorized my Cadet Creed. I'm ready to get promoted. I will say, okay, go. You say your Cadet Creed. Once you get it correct, word for word, exactly, don't add words, don't skip words, then I will do the paperwork to get you promoted. Your second promotion, there is a rank test. You will have to perform, you will have to be able to show me, I will show you the ranks, and you will tell me what rank that is. We can do that over Google. We could do that in the Google Classroom if you guys want. Just set me up a time, a day and time. Say, hey, Sergeant Corbett, I want to meet here at this date and time to do my rank test. And I'll meet you in our Google Classroom in our meet. And we could do it that way. That way we have two-way feedback. Community services. We do a lot of community service in ROTC. Right now, everything is frozen because of the pandemic, but we do a lot of community service, fundraisings, food drives, stuff like that. We're going to work on your leadership potential, your self-esteem, your overall physical fitness, incentives to live drug-free. That is one thing I do not condone is drug usage. Please do not show up for school high. That is a really good way to get on everybody's bad side. All right. And then we want you to graduate from high school. ROTC cadets have a higher graduation rate than anybody else in school. We generally have a higher grade point average, and most of our cadets go out and get jobs. So your next question, the Army ROTC began in 1916 when blank passed the National Defense Act. The Chief of Staff, the Secretary of Defense, or Congress? Say your answer now, and I will give you the answer. The answer is C, Congress. Secretary of Defense and the Chief of Staff cannot pass acts, but only Congress can pass acts. You will get into that more later when we start doing U.S. government your second year. Next question. One of the outcomes of the Army ROTC program is for cadets to A, graduate high school with skills needed to excel in additional career and education training, B, be prepared to defend our nation, or C, appreciate the role of the Army in performing physical fitness exercises. That was kind of a no-brainer. It's A, graduate high school with skills needed to excel in additional career education training. The blank of Army ROTC is to motivate young people to be better citizens. That is the mission, the Benefit Challenger mission. It is mission of ROTC. It is what we do. It is our core belief and what we build off of. So what's it like to belong in ROTC? What can we do with this new information? Well, in your textbooks, I want you guys to read exercise 1, JROTC today. Hit pause on this video until you have finished that, or you can do it after the video.
There are things that students can do that they've never done before. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to have new experiences. They want to have challenges. They want to see the world in a different light, but in a safe environment, but they still want to stretch the limits.
We want them to understand the country and what it's about, where we're at, where we're going, that they're an integral part of it, and they can make a difference for themselves, their community, and our nation.
What single high school activity today is responsible for dramatically changing the lives of so many young people? Where are high school students learning valuable lessons in leadership, integrity, honesty, commitment, citizenship, and respect? And where are instructors using dynamic methods of teaching, focusing on the way students learn and applying those skills in and out of the classroom? The answer: Army Junior ROTC. JROTC is about belonging. Belonging to a diverse organization made up of students, instructors, and parents committed to excellence in teaching and learning skills that will last a lifetime. JROTC is not about joining the military. Rather, it's about doing your best and being recognized for it. Junior ROTC offers each cadet a chance to excel, an opportunity to participate, the prospect for success in and out of the classroom.
What I like most about it is that it teaches me dedication. It keeps me motivated in school, not only in just JROTC. Because, I mean, you have to be a leader. You have to stick out. You can't, like, live in your own comfort zone. You have to learn to step outside of the box sometimes.
JROTC has been a positive force in our communities, families, and schools, and there is no cost to enroll. At the core of the JROTC curriculum is the development of citizenship, leadership, academic excellence, and character development. Citizenship includes respect, honesty, and integrity. Leadership and teamwork skills help students develop character. As a result, cadets often emerge as leaders in their classes and other school organizations. In addition to classroom instruction and activities, cadets also compete with other schools, perform ceremonial presentations, mentor and tutor other students in various grade levels, and are active in service to their communities. High school JROTC instructors are retired officers and non-commissioned officers who come from a wide array of experiences, locations, and specialties, thus adding to the diversity of the program.
JROTC offers students a wide variety of experiences, whether they're interested in pursuing a career in the military or not. The opportunity to be part of a team, the opportunity to learn character, the opportunity to practice citizenship. Those are all fundamental activities that JROTC offers for students regardless of what their career choices may be, whether it's the military or civilian life.
A common thread that runs through JROTC is the willingness to embrace improved learning and teaching techniques and strategies. JROTC is on the leading edge of new methods for preparing its cadets in this new century. Instructors use contemporary technologies and models to enhance their teaching, learning, and listening skills. The results are evident in the classroom. Students often see their grades improve in many of their regular classes due to a broadened perspective gained from their connection with JROTC.
By the end of the first year, they are all above a 3.0. And it is not that I'm a great teacher. It's the curriculum and the structure that we put them through that makes them proud of who they are.
When the kids walk into my class, right behind me, the first thing they'll see is up on the board, it's not how smart I am, but it's how I am smart. And it's my responsibility to find that, to help them identify that, and then nurture that so we can bring out their talents.
JROTC's curriculum includes a cross-section of subjects that support and amplify existing high school studies, including history, math, science, geography, civics, written and oral communications, and life and work skills. JROTC's only expectation of cadets is that they do their best, that they practice integrity with their peers, parents, teachers, and society, and that they participate in a spirit of willingness. From that grows a common goal among cadets: leadership excellence.
JROTC has helped me in several ways. I'd say probably the biggest way it's helped me is learning to manage my time better. That has really helped, especially now that as we're getting older, we're taking more advanced classes with more and more demand. Managing your time becomes extremely important in high school, and not only high school, but later on in life.
I'm an advocate for these kids because I think what we're seeing is really bright, innovative young people that have learned an entirely new style. And in fact, many of our best and brightest young people have learned, I would say, despite an old educational system that was really built for students 30 years ago and has been reluctant to change. So I'm really encouraged about the future because I think what we're seeing is young people, the next generation, learning to teach themselves.
I believe that the need for JROTC is paramount for our students in today's educational system. The opportunity they learn as JROTC students in character development, in leadership development, and preparation for college is a vital role that they serve in our students' education today.
So, from what you've learned so far, how do you think ROTC will benefit you? And what part of JROTC do you think will be the most challenging? This is your JROTC Cadet Creed. In order to get your first promotion, you have to memorize this word for word. It's not that hard. When we come back to school, you will actually be saying this every single day before class. We're going to break this down for you just a little bit. I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. You are. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and the Corps of Cadets. Always carry yourself with a sense of pride. All right? Don't belittle yourself. Don't bully yourself. Don't do anything that you would be ashamed of. Loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America, and you guys are. Y'all are the future. Do not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be accountable for my actions and deeds. Those are the things that we will not tolerate in any way, shape, or form. Do not lie to us. Do not cheat. Do not steal. All right. Colonel Baker and I will not tolerate that at all. In fact, if you have any problems, bring them to us. We can help you with your problems, but we have to know about it first. Always practice good citizenship and patriotism. That is what you're going to be doing by being in ROTC. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. We will be doing quite a bit of that. I will seek the mantle of leadership and stand prepared to uphold the Constitution and American way of life. This means you will step forward. You will be a leader. Look, when we're looking for people to do things, be that person who volunteers and says, hey, I think I can do this. And if I don't know how to do this, I'll learn. Okay? And then may God grant me strength to always live by this creed. It's simple. It's not hard. It's not long. They've even broken it down to you line by line here. Take the time on tomorrow's lesson when you're not in class to read these sections in your text. I'm recording all these videos so that you guys can refer back to them and so that you guys know where to go to in your text. Read the one on JROTC curriculum and community service. The Cadet Creed explains how the JROTC program supports citizenship, character, and leadership. Cadet Challenge, that is improve your physical fitness. Let's roll through these. Think of how that Cadet Creed will apply to you. At this time, hit pause in the video, or tomorrow, do exercise number 2 in your notebook, My Cadet Creed. And share your answers. This is how we're going to be grading you guys this year. I want to be looking at you guys participating. And in order for you guys to get marked present in a class, you're going to have to do the assignments. If you open up your cadet notebook in the portfolio, you will find all these worksheets and all these exercises in your notebook. All right. So all you've got to do, fill it out, print it out, scan it and email it to me, or fill it out and copy paste it, save it, send it to me in email. And if you can't do that, you're going to have to bring it by the school like every Monday, Monday or Friday, probably Monday. So you can pick up your assignments for that week. All right. So from what you guys have learned so far, what part of ROTC do you think you'll like the most? Put your answers in the comments. Do you think it'll change the way you think about yourself? I'm going to answer that one for you. Yes, it's going to change the way people look at you, the way people think of you, and it's going to put you in a much better light. Some of the ways we connect with citizenship, you guys will see that as we move on. How do cadets behave in real world situations? With maturity and dignity. Okay. Complete the introducing JROTC performance assessment task in exercise 3. Who is a cadet? Then submit your completed performance assessment task to me, once again, at my email address or on the page, and I will download it. Not a problem. Okay. These performance tasks, they will go into your overall portfolio. So circle the MET on each category that we have met, and do a little free write in the bottom comments of what you've learned. And that's it. Everything else is just flashcards and games that we'll do in class. All right, folks. If you'll have any issues, leave a comment. Send me an email, dcorbett@bcswan.net. I'll put it in the video description. I will be having office hours. They will be posted by the time you guys get this, so that y'all will know when you guys will be able to reach me. It will definitely, at the very minimum, be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one.